I'm Dave from Boyinaband. For anyone that doesn't follow my channel that closely, I recently made a video calling out a YouTuber called Prince E for, amongst other things, spreading misinformation about mental health, not citing sources for studies that he references, and spamming his audience with undeclared sponsored content. Well, recently I just started getting a bunch of tweets from people saying they couldn't access the video where I called him out. And after checking my email, sure enough, I had got a copyright strike. If I go to the video, it says it's from Base79, who, if we check Social Blade, are sure enough Prince E's network. Now, I did use clips from Prince E's content in the video, but if you've been on YouTube for any length of time, you're probably familiar with the concept of fair use. Because what I did with the content was transformative by adding commentary, and particularly critical commentary, it comes under fair use. On YouTube's own page for fair use, it says, "Criticism is one of the core areas of fair use." Now, before starting to hand out pitchforks, I was like, okay, well, sometimes networks do this kind of thing automatically, en masse. Did they just take mine down because they take everything down? I mean, that still sucks and isn't right, but it's a little more understandable. Well, for the first time in my life, I'm able to say thank God for Leafy. If you're fortunate enough not to know about Leafy, he's a 21-year-old man who makes money on YouTube by bullying children, amongst other things. One of those other things being making a video criticizing Prince E. You see, a while back, Leafy already made a video using clips from Prince E's content criticizing him, and if we check, then yep, it's still there. If the Leafy Prince E video wasn't taken down, and it was literally just making fun of his style, then why would my video be taken down? The only reason I can think of is that someone got worried that someone would see the research I did in my video and realize Prince E was doing dodgy things. If we look at the comments on my video, which we can fortunately still look at, this was happening a lot. I mean, not all the time. There were some people who were less swayed, many of whom really struggled to express that without saying something about my appearance. Guy, trust, you're someone who misleads people even on your physical appearance. You know nothing because you have to nothing is from your own IQ. You're just retarded. Why are you so judgmental? Just admit it, you're just jealous with him. Stop being jealous and grow some ball, you transgender Jew. That's my favourite one. But there were some people who listened to the research, saying stuff like, "I came into this video ready to dislike, but you changed my mind about Prince E. I thought you were going to be some asshole, but I listened and I think you got some good solid reasons." Me, clicks on video, dislike. Finishes watching video, likes. Heck, there's 2 3s there. So did Prince E himself take it down? Well, I know for a fact that he'd seen the video because he commented on it. I was working on a response video since in his comments he referenced 2 sources, which so far have been equal parts hilarious and terrifying, and I wanted to make sure I'd done my research before I replied to him. So did he just get frustrated that I hadn't replied yet and just want the bad press to stop? Maybe not. It could just be his network acting alone. But surely his network, if they were just doing this kind of routine monetization, would have taken down the Leafy video as well. Well, either way, Prince E or his network, or both, have singled out my video and blocked it purely because they don't like it. And incidentally, I spent over a month putting together the research for this video and diss track. I contacted 2 mental health professionals because I wanted to get professional advice on what Prince E was saying in his videos, so I knew what I was talking about. So now I'm going to dispute the claim they've filed, and in a crazily convenient turn of events, a channel I really like, H3H3, has made a video on how to do just that. And I'm going to include clips from their video to show that some channels understand what fair use is. Okay, so let's take a look at the counter notification. Okay, audiovisual content manually detected, so it definitely was not automatically done. My use of the content meets the legal requirements for fair use or fair dealing under applicable copyright laws. Now, I am sure that this video meets the legal requirements for fair use, and I want to dispute this claim. Okay, please explain briefly. Now H3 said something about this.
A lot of people, when they get to this part, they'll type something like, "This is my video and it's not right because I'm losing money." That's not what YouTube wants to hear. Okay, it needs to be a legal explanation. This is exactly what I would type, and I would recommend my friends to type when disputing a strike.
Okay, so I've typed that out, and I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube account. See, isn't that freaking scary? That just by trying to fight against it, they might delete your account when there is 0 negative consequence to Base79 for doing this. I understand that my video will be viewable by the claimant so they can review my dispute. Type your full name to serve as your electronic signature. This is scary, man. Like, even though I know logically that this is totally protected under fair use, it still feels terrifying to press submit dispute on something that could potentially delete my channel. Submit dispute. A claim dispute has been submitted. There we go. Okay, so now that's done, we'll see whether Base 79 and or Prince E are just kind of trying to scare me, or whether they're going to stick to their guns and try and take down my YouTube channel as a result. Now, if this isn't you, Prince E, then that sucks, but I definitely recommend leaving Base 79. I've heard so many negative stories from behind the scenes about them. My sister's a YouTuber, and she actually caught them lying to her on Skype. Like, they promised that they would ask other rappers on their network to get, to collaborate with her. Like, not promising that they would definitely collaborate, but promising that they would ask.
Well, I had a meeting, and I was like, you haven't got me any collabs. You haven't even messaged anyone. And they were like, oh yeah, we have. We messaged loads of people. And I was like, really? Well, who do you have that raps on Base 79, knowing that Dan was on Base 79? And the first person he said was Dan Bull. And I was like, well, have you messaged him? Yeah. Really? He's my friend. And no, you haven't.
God. What did they say then?
He was like, well, then you should be getting it if you got the contacts. Sod off.
Now, before I end the video, I want to clarify something to a lot of people that, particularly Prince E fans who saw the previous video. I do not hate Prince E. I think he's done some dodgy things, but I think he's also done a lot of really good things. He's inspired a lot of people and raised awareness for plenty of useful issues. A large part of why I made the video is because I think he could do more good if he fixed these problems. It was constructive criticism, and he himself recognized it as constructive criticism when he commented. I don't know if he's the one who took this video down, but it seems pointless to go on a crusade against someone without evidence. I know my audience is generally really good at reserving judgment until the evidence is there, but I just thought it's worth clarifying that. However, Base 79 are 100% at fault here. They absolutely suck. And if you are a creator that has horror stories from behind the scenes with them, come out with your stories so other creators don't have to work with such a horrible network. Like, if we look at the people who are on there, we've got Marina Joyce. So Marina, you haven't been through enough already. Let us know what it's actually like. Base 79, if you don't put this video back up, oh my god, you don't know how the internet works. Also, if you'd like to offer a donation to a good cause to cover the money you lost me, then that'd be lovely. I'd suggest publicly donating to FUPA, F-U-P-A, the Fair Use Protection Association. I'll let you decide how much is fair. Cheers for watching and have a nice day. Hopefully next time we'll have a slightly more fun video. I'm not wearing any trousers.